Tell you, the one I want to mention is Estee Lauder. I think that Fabrizio Freda maybe has some better things to say on the conference call. The stock is down very big. The stock was at 374. It's now 227, down 31. It's very rare for Fabrizio to miss like this. There were skincare problems in China, and obviously China on lockdown. But let's watch that as being one of the best CEOs who's stuck with a portfolio that's not working.
Yeah.
For now, he still has a bunch of hero brands. But I do find that that's not positive. Another one's not positive is SVB Securities saying there's been no pickup for HCA. HCA was the Netflix of healthcare. And then let's not forget that Biogen threw in the towel with his Alzheimer's. I think that's an opportunity for Lilly, which I believe is doing quite well in its Alzheimer's. But Lilly, David Ricks, is not a promotional artist. So that's just work that I've done candidly because of problems with my brain and working with people who are desperate to fix it.
Well, as long as we're focused on weak guidance, Clorox wasn't a whole lot better.
I felt terrible
cutting
about
the
that.
gross margin and the EPS guide.
Yeah, they haven't put through price increases. I met with Olin last night. Of course, they make chlorine. But I will tell you, the way I look at what Linda Randall's doing at Clorox, I think she is going to put through the price increases where she needs. The portfolio keeps improving by her. She's got some innovation. I'm not writing that one off. 3.25. I'm just not doing it. 3.25 yield.
On a much smaller scale, Chegg was down 40 pre-market.
Well, that's because they say that people would rather work than go to school.
Yep.
And they're taking stupid courses.
Earning before learning, Jim.
Earning before learning.
Yep.
Well, how about losing money before making money if you're on Chegg? Remember, he bought a lot of stock, Dan. And I appreciate that. It's always good when they buy a lot of stock. Bad when the stock goes down big after they buy it.
Well, I think we're going to talk to him later this morning.
Oh, good.
On Tech
Tell him I said hi.
Yeah. But back below 17, one of the big blow-ups of last night. Is David with us? I think Paramount's worth looking at with a beat, revenue miss, but Paramount Plus does add almost 7 million subs.
It does, although, I'm looking at the stock right now and obviously seeing it down. Want to check on the call, guys, and just make sure if and what has been said, because overall, as you point out, Carl, positive, and at least in terms of sort of the quick reaction of analysts that we get in the morning. I'm looking at a number of different ones. Net ads for, of course, Paramount Plus, which is the key product here, 6.8 million. That beat consensus by a lot. I think it was about 3.1 million. Consolidated revenue was 7.3 billion. That was just below consensus. Direct-to-consumer revenue, 1.1 billion, in line. But overall, even ads, when you take out the Super Bowl from a year ago, remember CBS, look pretty good. So we'll sort of dig in a little bit more because not perhaps the response that was anticipated, at least when these numbers first came out, guys. Of course, we've seen our parent company add a decent amount of subscribers at Peacock. We've seen Paramount Plus have decent additions as well, but much of this thrown into doubt by those Netflix numbers, Jim, which the market is still trying to sort of come to terms with, and the lack of, no growth whatsoever there. I guess if there hadn't been war in Ukraine, you would have added some subs in Russia that might have turned things positive overall, but still trying to figure that out as we look at Netflix shares down 67%, but Paramount taking a hit here. As well, despite what appeared to be, as I said, reasonably good numbers.